Let me tell you a story. It was just this afternoon. The sun is out, the weather is very nice, and I challenged myself from my apartment to the mall. That distance was 5 kilometers. I never done that. I never ran from my apartment to the mall, and I wanted to do that to and what kind of excuses can I not make for saying that I should never run today? So there you have it. I ran. And along that path that I was running, I just feel every inch of my toes. Running because I demand them to do so. The blend of nature around the city landscape, so beautiful. The birds chirping, and the trees dangling and touching my forehead while I was running. It just feels everything's so perfect. And along the way to the mall, I passed by a beach, just hearing the waves hitting the shores, and there was a pull-up bar, and I just hit a few pull-ups to hit my pull-up challenge of the day, and hitting my abs, and it feels like that. But it's a perfect day, and eventually I went to the mall. I was feeling a bit hungry because it was 5ish p.m. around tea time and all that, and tea time, bro. Who says that? Anyways, I was feeling a bit hungry because I hadn't had lunch, and I want to grab some snack, but I don't want to feel too full, and I couldn't have dinner later on because I got dinner around 6, and around 6:30. Yeah, today I got dinner around 6:30, but that's the point. And I grabbed some McDonald's and some gotta be honest with you, getting McDonald's once in a while is pretty satisfying. But yeah, grab some chicken wings, fries, Coke. Man, it's pretty nice. It's really nice. Gotta be honest with you. I had to grab some groceries along the way, and mom called me. My mom called me and say, "Calvin, you gotta go back home. Gotta go back home and take the bus." And I thought to myself, and I said, "All right," and I just hang up, and I thought to myself, if I could have ran to the mall, why can't I go back home by just running? And so there you have it. I ran back home, and it was dinner time. During dinner I was telling my uncle one of the my biggest achievement of the day was running to the mall and passing by the beach, and I felt hungry, and I had McDonald's, and I ran back home. And in that moment, he bursted his sort of not anger, but he was sort of lecturing me, and pretty a little bit of mad, and a little bit very irritated of me having to eating and running back home. And he's saying, "Oh, Calvin, you shouldn't eat after you run, and it's very bad for your health." And I like him for the fact that he has sort of felt concerned for me, and for the fact that that's his love for me. But when I was hearing his lecture, it felt like he misunderstood me, because partially it was my fault for not telling him the full context, the full context of my day. And I actually had to rest before I ran back home. I rested for around 25-30 minutes, and I felt in that condition, I felt pretty healthy to run back home, and but he misunderstood me. And it comes back to the idea of being misunderstood. In that moment, I just feel like the whole world was against me, because while he was lecturing me, he told everyone in my family that I shouldn't, about this idea of me being very unhealthier, and my aunties telling me, "Oh yeah, you stop being so concerned about your body, and you should have took the bus and all that." And bro, I just felt like the whole world was against me for the fact that I was doing something productive. And also the idea of being misunderstood and all that is just the worst feeling that I've ever felt. You see, wow, I'm not saying that you shouldn't take criticisms. I'm not saying you shouldn't, you should not listen to anybody. But it brings me to the idea that as you realize, as you mature, as you as you have bigger aspirations for your life, the more important it is to know who you are telling it to. Because, yes, I love my uncle. Yes, I love my aunties. But I just realized, yes, I love my mom and dad. But I just realized that I can't tell them all my biggest aspirations of life anymore. Because because you gotta know that the older you get, the more people will misunderstand you. And it goes to another, like a story, or not even a story, but another example, to be honest. So I tell everybody that I want, have big aspirations to get good grades in school, and I believe I can get 90% and like 100% in my 95% in my school. People will think that I'm autistic or dumb and say, "Oh, Kelvin, you always fail in school," and all that. And that's the point. You get misunderstood of why you have this sort of affirmation to do something more for yourself. You're gonna get to this point of getting misunderstood for being the confident person that you are today. And being misunderstood has gotten me to the point where I didn't even believe in myself. I didn't believe in myself, and that sort of self-doubt crept into me. Because people always keep on saying that to become more realistic in life. And that really killed all my biggest aspirations in life, because being realistic means that I just should become mediocre and become the average person. It means that I shouldn't hit this bicep, or I shouldn't get a very aesthetic physique. Because if you want something, you will have to do everything it takes to do it. And there is even my mom saying, "Yo, Kelvin," not yo, but I'm trying to say, yeah, say, "Kelvin, why are you so concerned about your own body?" And I gotta be honest with you guys. She always asked me to get healthier, but she's always saying that I'm being too focused on my own body. It's like, what? That's so contradictory. And because at this point, whenever you have big aspirations in your life, whenever you have the sort of dreams you have, the more people will think you are crazy, delusional, and weird. And that's why you gotta learn in this sort of journey of maturity. I'm gonna be 18 soon, in less than 4 months. I have so many dreams, so many aspirations to chase. But the more I realize, I need to learn who I should tell this to. I'm not saying that you shouldn't get criticism. I'm not saying that you shouldn't listen to anybody, but you should always learn where to receive those positive criticism, where to take those or even negative criticisms, where to take those advice from people. At this point in life, there are so many people you can always ask for mentorship from, but learn and also be smart about who are you telling this to. Or else you're gonna get misunderstood by so many people, even the people in your class. And being misunderstood really killed me sort of today, and I had to get over with that. But I want to tell you today that I understand what it means to get misunderstood. And in order to get rid of being misunderstood, is to think that every day and living in the present is the best thing you can do for yourself right now. Yes, you get misunderstood. So what's now? That's why you gotta understand that live in the present. Ignore everything is already in the past. Look forward to the future. And in order to create the future for yourself, you gotta stay and realize how precious it is to live in the moment and to ignore all the voices from your uncles or whatever, or your auntie, your dad, your mom, whatever it is, even yourself. Ignore the voices. Ignore all the backlash, not backlash. I don't use the word backlash. But just ignore the voices. Ignore all the distractions that are coming to you. I really hope that you understand what I'm talking about, because I don't want to get you too lost about the idea of being misunderstood. And all I could hope for for those people that are being misunderstood to realize the truth of the results that I can build one day. I just believe that I just hope that one day they will understand why am I being so obsessed about the journey to getting a good physique, why I'm being so obsessed about getting good grades in school, why I'm being so obsessed about everything that I really want to do for my future self. Because of one thing. Because I owe this life to everybody I love. I owe everything. Even to myself, my past self. And I need to do all this stuff in order to create the future that I really want. But many of the people around us will misunderstand us, and that's why you gotta understand your social circle, very important. And it's time to realize that not everybody is your friend, but it's only those few people. There's only one or two people in my life that I really trust and really tell all my biggest, darkest secrets and biggest aspirations in life. And I just realized that even my uncle, gotta be personal right now, even my uncle might not be the person I should tell my deepest, darkest secrets to. It's such a shame, to be honest, but that is the harsh reality of life, man. That's the really harsh reality of becoming a man in this generation. All you can do for yourself is to realize your present self, the present moment, is the greatest and most valuable gift that was given to you to you, and you gotta do whatever it takes to focus, lock in, and do what it takes, and just keep focusing on yourself right now, and just do the right stuff. Just ignore all the voices, and just do what it takes to create your future self. Ignore all the distractions from now on. There's gonna be so many distractions along the way, and all you can do is to focus, and trust the process. You rise to the level of your systems and your goals. And there you have it. See you in the next video.